Well, good morning. Today we are reading Luke 12, 1 through 12. In the meantime, when so many thousands of the people had gathered together that they were trampling one another, he began to say to his disciples first, "Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Nothing is covered up that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light, and what you have whispered in private rooms shall be proclaimed on the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not fear those who kill the body, and after that have nothing more that they can do. But I will warn you whom to fear. Fear him who, after he is killed, has the authority to cast into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? And not one of them is forgotten before God. Why, even the hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, you are of more value than many sparrows. And I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before men, the Son of Man will also acknowledge before the angels of God. But the one who denies me before men will be denied before the angels of God. And everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven. But the one who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. And when they bring you before the synagogues and the rulers and the authorities, do not be anxious about how you should defend yourself or what you should say. For the Holy Spirit will teach you in that very hour what you ought to say." So here's Jesus giving his disciples some warnings and some comfort. Don't be like the Pharisees. Everything that they whisper is going to be public. It's going to be proclaimed from the housetops. Like at a trial, people whisper things to each other, and then the witness goes before the court and tells, well, he said this and this and this, and the person's over there going, yeah, I guess I did say that. That's not good, is it? And he says, don't be afraid of those who can kill the body. Watch out for the one who can kill the soul, who can throw you into hell, into punishment. But like a little bird that God cares for, he will also care for you. Even the hairs of your head are numbered. And then he says, what he frequently says, acknowledge me and I will acknowledge you. And so don't be anxious about how you're going to defend yourself. The Holy Spirit will give you the words when the time comes. So don't be afraid and anxious and worried and planning things. Just live your life. And when they ask you a question, answer it. And that's how it'll go. And the Spirit will speak through you and you'll be fine. Now that's what Jesus says. It's not that he's wrong. It's just that it's difficult to do that, isn't it? It's difficult to just bop your way through life and not be worried and planning ahead and thinking about things and getting everything lined up. That's just not the way we're designed, most of us, and that's not the way that society programs us to behave. We always want to have our defense ready and know what we're doing and know what we're talking about. And Jesus is like, don't worry about all that stuff. It's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So you're going to be fine. That's the first thing to take from this. And the Spirit's going to take care of you. He says, those who speak a word against me, against the Son of Man, will be forgiven. But the one who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. When I was a kid, there was always lots of discussion among children about what was the unforgivable sin. I just remember that. And a lot of people said, well, it's got to be suicide because you can't ask for forgiveness after you do it. And other people said, no, it's going to be something else. And here it says it's to blaspheme the Holy Spirit. And that means, to speak against the Spirit's clear witness. And if we do that, then basically we're denying our faith, and that's a problem. But he says, don't even worry about that stuff. Just know that the Spirit is going to give you the words, teach you in that very hour what you ought to say. So just trust the Spirit, and you will be fine. Well, it's Wednesday of Holy Week. I hope that you're gearing up for the sacred 3 days, and I hope that you have a good Holy Week experience. And of course, we'll see you Thursday morning. So have a great Wednesday.